All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Wednesday. And the second part of our Wednesday is going to be San Jose State versus Maryville. Mahone, are you here, my man? Oh, Mahone? Mahone? Oh no, Danny, I can't hear you. Hold on. Maybe it's my side once again. Who knows? Oh, now I can hear you.
Hello?
There we go. Alright, Mahone. You're joining us on the second part. You're gonna see your counterparts, San Jose State versus Maryville GG. I'm sure you've been watching these guys, right?
Yeah, for sure. I actually think this might be a pretty close match here, as SJSU have been struggling, and so have Maryville.
Yes, they have. I don't have any of the homework I put on Maryville, but I do remember some things off the top of my head. And 1 second.
Your team did end up playing against them though recently, didn't they?
Yes, and we struggled a bit, but we did win. It should have been a 16-7 game for us. But regardless, let's go straight to the facts that we see. But guys, I'd like to thank you all for joining us on tonight's matchup. It should be a good game. It's Maryville GG versus San Jose State University. If you guys did not know, San Jose State University, I believe the second season of CSL were the champions. I believe. I can't remember if it was the second. I believe so.
First season.
Oh, first season. Yep. So I actually noticed something in this lineup. The lineup says C-Dub. So has Conover actually risen from the dead to play? That's I guess he has. And you know, if you guys didn't know C-Dub was the previous, I think, CSGO community manager, and he was a part of CSL, still is, I believe, to this day. But you know, there's still a lot, I would say, in this matchup, Maryville versus San Jose State. There's a lot riding on San Jose, as they are a prominent school, but they've been struggling here and there in the past, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And most of their players from that dominant 2015-2016 year are mostly gone at this point, as I think the only returning member from that lineup was really just C-Dub. And you know, insider info, but C-Dub's been playing a lot in these 10-mans that I have. So he definitely should be, you know, should be sharp. He shouldn't be super rusty. But other than that, on SJSU, probably the player to look out for is Jeremy, as this guy is honestly like a nut. And most of these guys, or a couple of these guys, Efriel and Jeremy, played on the ESCA IM team last season.
Ah, okay.
So, you know, SJSU, although they don't have their original members, I think their members right now are still pretty good.
Oh, interesting. So, looking at the record for San Jose State, they are 6-0 in the fall, and they have taken their first loss against Carleton. So, I know a lot about Carleton. We actually, Saints Gaming, we actually practiced with Carleton a little bit, and I remember the beginning in September, scrimming that we knew nothing about Carleton. We were getting spanked 16-3, 16-5, and they made some roster changes as well. And so San Jose State taking their first loss, 7-16 against Carleton, is a little interesting. Like I said, I think things to look at for San Jose State is to be, are they disciplined? Are they just going to be running around aiming? You know what I mean? But going into Maryville, what can you tell me about them, Mahone, before I tell you what I have?
Yeah, so Maryville, they're a team that actually played ESCA Open last season, so you know that for sure these guys are taking it much more seriously. Maryville, this is also their first year in CSGO, as in general, they're actually a pretty popular esports school, as they have a pretty good League of Legends team.
Yes, yeah.
I think generally the players to look out for on this team are Sodium Squared and Too Sick, or Toxic. I guess that's supposed to be his name, Toxic.
Yeah.
As both players have been performing pretty well in both CSL and ESCA, so I'd expect both of those players to be the players to watch on this team.
Yeah, and doing my homework, looking at the facts that were given to me in the fall season for Maryville, Sodium Squared was a player I was looking at to see what kind of impact he could have against us on Nuke. And when I say against us, if just so you guys know, I'm the coach and manager of Saints Gaming, and we took our win against them 16-13. When it came down to it, Maryville was scary in a sense that they had some individual skill. They were trying to adapt, but when it came to their CT side, yeah, they got kind of sloppy. It's I don't know. It's just capitalizing on other people's mistakes is what my boys did. And just so you guys know, we do. I think yeah, we have all 10 players in the server, so we're just keeping an eye on these guys. But for Maryville, I give them the respect that if they are structured and can hold out cash like we see how UCI does it, I would give them the edge on San Jose State. But I think everyone knows some of the remnants of San Jose that they have superb aim. They've been playing this game for quite some time. But with that being said, I know Armand.
He's actually playing this game.
Yeah,
so.
I remember he did struggle with not playing the game enough, and I remember the previous year, San Jose did not do too hot because some of the players just didn't want to, put in the time. Like having like 10, I think Mahone last year we talked about this before, how San Jose State, I think between 3 players had combined maybe 20 hours a week by 2 weeks, right? It's kind of weird.
And also it's like it wasn't even like a combined effort. It might have only just been like one guy with like 15 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like 2.5 at the most or something.
Yeah, so as we wait for these guys to ready up, will San Jose State outperform Maryville with pure aim, or will Maryville, I guess, whip out some discipline and play as a team? And not really too much to say with my experience against them. It just came down to simple mistakes that my boys did, which made our game last out long. But regardless, guys, knife has just started. We'll get into the game, and here we go.
Yeah, and something to note right off the scoreboard is look at the pings of Maryville compared to SJSU.
Oh God, C-Dub's not. I can hear Conifer right now. I can hear them right now. Like, oh boy, maybe the server might change. Who knows? But oh my God, what Mahone's saying is completely an issue, I guess, per se. But when both teams do agree, the match does have to continue. So look at these pings here for Maryville. Oh my God. To be honest, as a Canadian, I actually don't know where Maryville is, to be honest. But I believe it's East Coast somewhere.
It is.
Yeah, there we go.
Close to. It is in Illinois.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's actually not too far. So the server is probably in Chicago then.
Yeah, it's probably, that's what I was thinking, trying to pinpoint where the server is. But Pistol's gonna start as San Jose State is gonna be on the T side, and Maryville will start on the CT side, guys. And looks like a 5-man rush B, and Sodium Squared is gonna start this off. One headshot, and actually Chody Walrus is gonna find one as well, as they both get traded off into the site. Bomb's gonna go down imminently, but the fast rotates.
Yeah, and Armand's gonna take down JJS, and C-Dub takes down Toxic, and it's all down to Colin, left in a 1v3 situation. As he's gonna find the first one to C-Dub, maybe getting a little bit too aggressive here. He does have a kid as well, so this reaching is completely doable.
Yeah, and looks like a 1v1 situation here on the site too. The other player playing the post plant position. Oh, spots it. Ooh, lots of damage being done. The teammate needs to come right through. Armand needs to help out his teammate. But regardless, Cocoa Butter. Okay, I remember these names. I actually remember some of these names now. Cocoa Butter. But gotta love the fun names. But the pistol will go to San Jose State. And Mahone, I talked to Crackshot today about this map. This is a CT side map, but then again, it's kind of like sometimes people don't mind getting the T side first, right?
Yeah, this map is definitely if you pug at all in ESA, this is definitely the puggers playground. I would
yes,
say.
It is.
As SGSU, they have a lot of players that like to do that kind of stuff. So I actually think that this T side for SGSU will probably be much stronger than their CT side.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And this starts off with a nice wake-up call for Cocoa Butter as the Deagle from JJS does take him down. Now, it's a default startup here for San Jose State. They did win the pistol. They do have MAC-10s and AKs, but they are giving the respect here for Maryville.
Yeah, this is, you know, there's defaulting. C-Dub holding towards B main. Jeremy holding towards A main. It looks like this is probably just going to be an A take at this point as C-Dub is going to be rotating back towards middle. On the side of the CTs, they have a Deagle onto Colin, and also Sodium Squared moving in to the A site now, so this is going to be interesting here.
Molotovs rain into the A-bomb site, and Sodium Squared finds a kill to Deagle as Colin falls off in the site, and Jeremy, he reloads and he falls to Sodium Squared. And surely he should capitalize here with a refrag, but he's still alive. He's sticking around, but C-Dub's gonna find 2 kills for himself as Sick, or Toxic, has picked up a MAC-10, but he opts to use his pistol so far.
Yeah, and SJSU, they actually swallowed him, as you can see C-Dub, as soon as he swallowed him, he ran away to Forklift here. And Toxic, this is going to be a very difficult 1v2 here, as these teams are playing it perfectly with this crossfire. As soon as C-Dub makes contact, or F-Real makes contact, they're just both going to trade.
Yep, and the MAC-10's going to do his job. 2 rounds out for San Jose State. They did take some losses, but both AKs that were bought at the beginning of the round are recovered. So not too bad so far. Maryville going to be on a full eco. Actually, yeah, no one should be buying anything. Maybe JJS could buy something, but it should be a full out eco.
Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be a stack towards middle for Maryville. GG, this is not a bad idea considering a lot of terrorists like to just run out middle here. Armand's going to take the first fight. He's going to get 2. Gets taken down though. It's all down to Toxic. Able to find another one though.
Oh, denying 2 guns. Interesting.
Not a bad eco round.
Yeah, let alone that was full out P2000 and USBs, right? So op being bought for JJS. To be honest, thinking back to Nuke, I don't think Maryville actually opt on that map. Now that I think about it. Unless it was a different player.
Yeah, well, generally opting on Nuke, you're only restricted to outside, and and if teams are able to use their smokes, then it's difficult to use it. As JJS is going to find the first kill into Armand onto the boost spot, and that's a good start for Maryville here.
Yep, and the bomb's going to be towards the B main side. JJS still holding off any kind of mid-aggression. And it looks like, for real, followed by Jeremy, going to find some kind of space towards the A site.
Yeah, it looks like C-Dub here is going to throw some stuff towards B. He's going to flash in. I'd actually like to see him use his Molotov here, but does need to transport the bomb back towards A. As Cocoa Butter, he's going to be smoking off the cross here, and looks like it's going to be an A-side attack here.
Yeah, been close on contact. 6 could be flashed on, but Colin comes out wide on sight, finds 1, almost gets a second, but 2 Sick is going to finish that. And actually, Toxic, sorry, he's going to find 2 kills. Now, C-Dub in a 1v4, and yeah, that's a tough angle. Should have just planted the bomb, maybe force it out, but now the first round on the board for Maryville as they find it on the gun round, so not too bad. Ops going to be kept in place, and we're going to see AKs across the board, it looks like, here for San Jose. Honestly, still really early. I feel like San Jose is just going to do a default and maybe figure out where the op is again.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty important round, as whoever loses this round is going to be on eco, as this teams are grouping up towards B main here.
Yep, and Armand on the other side of that smoke. Ooh, nice incendiary to answer any kind of aggressive push through that smoke.
Yeah, C-Dub's going to get boosted up middle here. He wants to get some control. He has a couple flashes here, but if they decide to do a B split here, the siege is actually set up relatively well. JJS is going to be able to get the first kill on the C-Dub, and that boost spot is just not working out for SJSU right now.
I mean, to be fair, it's not ideal to slow peek that with an AK, right?
They need to at least smoke off Z if they're going to do something like that, or put some pressure lower mid. That way that upper Z doesn't just freely peek towards the boost. That's all they need to do.
Oh.
That's Armand going to get taken down by Sodium Squared, and it's now a 3v5 situation.
Yeah, Yes, indeed. And Jeremy wants to make his way through, but all three of them peek out together. There's two anchored players, and that's going to be Sodium Squared. And actually, both anchored players go down. And JJS going to get caught in the leg. Down to 74 HP. Now it's a retake situation. Still doable here for Maryville.
Yeah, Toxic trying to flash himself into Checker, that super secret flash. But looks like it's going to be a tough retake here. But they do have kits, and Toxic going to take down Jeremy, so now it's a 2v3 situation. Kokobata going to be left alone with a 1v2 here. He's going to take down the first one. And Colin, I'm not sure if he just tapped it yet, as Kokobata going to be flashing himself in, but kind of messes it up. He's going to flash himself again, and Colin's going to go for the spray. And Kokobata's playing this perfectly.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh!
I was going to say, very desperate move by Colin, but almost works out.
It's going to be 4-1 now, and Maryville, they have a tough decision here. They can force their get an AWP onto JJS and just have everyone else force AWPs and pistols and stuff like that, or they can decide to just save here. And looks like they're going to be going for the buy, but no AWP drop, just one M4 and everyone else just has pistols.
So knowing San Jose, they should be able to read this, right? They know the money situation's a little awkward. Want this force up though. Toxic trying to wall bang somebody towards middle. It's still a default play though for San Jose. They've got the bomb down, waiting for the smoke to disperse. Oh, nice kill by Armand onto JJS. But they still don't know where the rifle is actually. Another kill for that man as Chody Walrus. Oh, he messes that up. That's unfortunate. And this might just turn into Toxic holding onto this rifle.
Yeah, if I was Maryville here, I actually would have put the M4 into one of the bomb sites and stack all the pistols either middle or like the opposite bomb site. That way, if SGSC they run into the site with where the gun is, he has a good chance of holding it off. And if they go to the site where all the pistols are, then you have a lot of people there, right?
Yeah.
So, in this round, they just played a default, which might have been their demise. Like maybe they could have put that M4 into A, stacked 2 guys towards middle, 2 guys towards B, or put the rifle at B and then stack 3 guys middle, 1 guy towards A, just spotting from like truck or something like that with a deagle. There are definitely different ways to play this, given their buy.
Yep, and Colin, CZ is good, finds one, and almost gets the second, but C-Dub's gonna find the best of him. But there's Toxic, monkeying around towards the squeaky area, and he's gonna hold on to that rifle. Now look at the money situation, Moan. Not too good for Maryville.
They're gonna have to save here, and they might want to do the strat that I was just talking about here, as maybe put Toxic in B site or something like that, put the other pistols in mid or A to see if they end up doing that. And no, it looks like they're just all gonna go towards the A site. Maybe there's gonna be a push here.
This is definitely not a bad idea, but these guys, oh god, that information is given here as that pop flash can be heard from middle. And these 3 members of San Jose State, Chody goes down. And Toxic peeks out towards middle, doesn't actually get much damage off. So now, reading this pretty well, San Jose look to migrate towards an empty B site.
Yeah, it looks like Maryville's probably just gonna look to get some exits here. There's no real way they can really win this round unless Toxic just gets a bunch of kills right off the bat here, but they should just be looking to contain SGSU and try to lower their economy here, as their economy isn't, super good right now. It hasn't been built up yet.
Yep, indeed. All these Maryville players trying to find something. JJS gonna go down, and Sodium Squared as well. And Colin just hanging out by a tree. You might die through the smoke.
Ooh.
Oh, getting peeked by 3 players after the smoke disperses is really annoying. But here comes a hunting party. Toxic, can he hold on to this rifle? Find out in 10 seconds. 1, and no, Jeremy's gonna find that. So 1-6, and San Jose State, they're actually doing what you should be doing on T side. Cash, you just run together, run around together like monkeys, literally. That's literally all you gotta do on cash, and they're clearing everything. You saw how many mollies they spent on B site when it was empty, right? So
they're just making sure to be really thorough here, especially on anti-eco round. And JJS has it off once again. Gonna be scoping in towards the boost, and I hope SGSU don't make this mistake for a third time.
And this default, and C-Dub is boosted up. Let's pay attention to this man. Has an op. Pop flash comes through and it blinds him actually, and he falls off. Maybe that was calculated.
Yeah, Jeremy's actually already in the cubby of middle here, so he could put some pressure towards lower mid, or get a trade off C-Dub, and we'll see what happens here as DGS. He's not gonna be peeking though. He's not gonna be peeking.
Cheeky angle that Conover has here.
Yeah.
We're still gonna keep the camera on this man. See if he actually finds some fruit. Oh, this nade's gonna do. Oh, he messes up. He does some T damage, and that causes Jeremy to die after reacting to that nade. That's unfortunate. But 45 seconds, and surely San Jose are gonna pounce onto a site.
Yeah, it looks like Maryville's reading this though, as they have 3 players towards the A site. As actually it's going to be coming right in. C-Dub has his odds, should be posting towards quad here as the rest of his team makes their way into the site for real. Going to be coming into the site. He gets the first one. That's 2 entries into the A site. That's a third one from C-Dub, as this round just got turned upside down.
I think, I'm not too sure. I think it was Colin who was fork. We'll let the round play out before I start giving some banter, I guess. But honestly, Maryville should just save. This is impossible right now. They trade off 1 player, but that's Sodium squared in a 1v3 now.
He doesn't have a kit either, but he's going to find Armand here, and C-Dub's actually lit. If he had a kit, this might have been a pretty doable round, but looks like he's just going to be saving his weapon, carrying it into the next round, and that's going to be 7-1 now for SJSU, as Maryville, they're just struggling to find answers on the CT side.
Now, I am going to critique JJS with the op. Colin, you know, you see the Molotovs, the utility being sent out from San Jose onto the A site. You know, you're smoked off, JJS at truck, your player's forward at fork, he dies right away. JJS didn't immediately look. I guess he tried to get closer, and I believe it was C-Dub, or whoever it was with the op, jumps on fork and catches him, you know, just hopping around. So it's kind of unfortunate. Like, they didn't plant the bomb yet, you know what I mean? They're attacking, trying to get in. I don't know, it's kind of different to see an op do that.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is that Maryville, they were reading the situation. They already had 3 players into A.
Yeah.
All they need to do is just move more into the site and just fight together. That's all they needed to do, but it's just kind of the execution of it just wasn't in their favor. But in this round right now, SGSU, they're going to be working up towards the highway. Armand's going to be spotting a player towards A site, and he just can't hit that guy towards the forklift, though. Sodium squared. Ooh, that's an important kill from Jeremy. That's going to be the M4 down, as now the rest of Maryville just have pistols.
Oh, and Toxic. He kind of ruins the potential for that round. And they're actually going to pounce onto the B site. And the bomb all the way towards mid-main. Remember, Maryville doesn't really have too much to work with.
Yeah, they just have a bunch of pistols, and once again, they're going to be just looking to get some exits, as Armand going to get taken down there. A little bit too aggressive. Jeremy going to be cleaning up, though. Finds Colin. It's all going to be down to JJS. Not able to find anything, though, and that's going to make it 8-1. And Maryville should have a really good buy here. And I really want to see them change their approach of this round. Maybe bring that op towards A main or B main. He's already made his presence towards middle, so it'd be nice to see him go somewhere else. And it looks like they're thinking about doing a double ops up, so I don't disagree with this.
Oh boy. 90 FPS, 120. I'm nuts. Oh god, the banter. But oh my god, I guess that's what high ping gives you, as For Real finds Toxic, who didn't even get to fire his gun or his op off. Sodium squared, able to find that aggressive player, and he's gonna break into vents and fall back. Now the double op still survives, as Chody Walrus is gonna pick up one.
This is gonna leave Maryville in a bit of an awkward situation here as Sodium Square is gonna be playing from spawn, watching the Z cross. As if I were Maryville right now with their flashes, they should try to clear out A main here as they have 2 players. If they can clear out A main, then it gives them some info to be able to stack elsewhere towards the map.
And even after the exchange, San Jose, they are capitalizing on middle. And on this lone B side is going to be JJS as 4 players of San Jose look to attack.
Ooh, JJS, I don't think he realized that somebody's already on his left here, but that flash is going to get him. As it's now a 3v3 situation as there are 3 kits, only a couple flashes though, so it's going to be a tough retake if they decide to do this. And C-Dub and Jeremy, they both have Molotovs and smoke as well. If I was Maryville, unless you find an opening here, I think it's just worth it to just save.
Yeah, they need to get the fast picks or try and make some kind of hero play. But Jody does get the opening pick. But Jeremy up close and personal from tree finds one, and Armand actually steals one away. And from above, Jody Walrus does fall to Armand. And now it's 1-9. Now I think a pause is gonna happen. It should. I guess not.
Yeah, but they actually did get the opening that we were talking about that they needed to get into the site, but they just weren't able to deal with that site guy towards default. If they're able to get that kill, then that was for sure going to be a round for them. Well, unfortunately, because it's not, they're just going to be on a bit of a half buy here. 3 Deagles, a CZ, and a P250. And I want to see them get aggressive. Like, Maryville is just playing so passive.
Oh god, look at this. San Jose State. 5 of these players towards A main, and Colin gets pinned to the wall. And the rest of his teammates gonna fall as well. Not really much to say. Oh, Sodium Square. That's the second 1 dig he's gotten so far in this game. And C-Dub's gonna find him. Oh, and Toxic. You able to find for real. But 1-10 is the issue. Okay, Armand and them actually saw what I saw. Colin's body, it was interesting when he died. His ragdoll. They're all looking at it. But the op, once again, looking at the scoreboard, Danny, it's not looking too good here for Maryville. I guess after this gun round, it's like, will they actually change it up? JJS is actually taking the op towards A, which is a little bit of a change up.
Yeah, and they decide to aggress towards A main, so I like this. This is the adjustment that they need to have. Colin able to find the first one now, as Jeremy's gonna find the trail into JJS, though, so that's a 4v4 situation. Walrus gonna take down Jeremy, and Armand lurking through the door, trying to find the kill here, but not able to find anything as he's gonna be backing away. But also on the map, looks like the B-side's gonna be taken, but Sodium Square's in the checker room here, as he might be able to find a free kill onto for real, but he's just gonna let them cross into the site now.
And the bomb gets denied. It's gonna be C-Dub and Armand. Armand's actually quite far, but Sodium didn't actually spot the bomb, I believe.
Yeah, Sodium just needs to make sure he just stays alive here, as long as he's alive here, he can cause such a nuisance for these last 2 players here.
Yeah,
as
but
it looks like they're gonna be smoking out. B-Main C-Dub finds one at the Walrus though. As Armand finally taking down Sodium Square. And, oh, this round was just so promising for Maryville, but they're just letting it slip away.
yeah, the patience of Armand and C-Dub has been working out. Now just down to Toxic. He's gonna spot the dome. C-Dub goes down. It's a 1v1. And Armand just looking for a little bit of a tickle, as he's sitting on 20 HP. And now Toxic doesn't have a kit, but I'm sure he should be able to find this. But oh my sweet lord. Only doing 14 damage. Armand finding a 3k and clutching out the round for San Jose State. And like you said, Danny, it was looking like a Maryville round, and it just started trickling in San Jose State's favor. Just down to, what was it, 2v4? 2v3?
Yeah, 2v4. 2v4.
Yeah, you gotta win those.
Yeah, and that's just been the story right now for Maryville, because it looks like Maryville is always able to get those entries, but they're just not able to like convert the rest of the round. As Jeremy gonna take down JJS here, as Colin is gonna be fighting off some players towards the A main area, as most of SJS here are stacked towards that site. But look at C-Dub doing what he's famous for, lurking out B main. as he's just gonna be going towards spawn. I've seen him do this like 20 million times in 10 mans. As
Oh
he's actually
my
gonna be going
God.
right behind
What?
us now.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We'll see the
You pay the price.
clip after. But also on the map, Colin's gonna be able to find Armand and Real gonna be taking down 2, and it's all down to just Sodium Squared left in a 1v3. And is he really gonna go for this? He has no kit. He has like only 1 flash though. And it looks like he's just gonna go for it.
Oh my god. Oh!
Ooh.
This is promising. 1v1 situation. Sodium Squared has got 2 kills, but actually 1v2, sorry. Oh my god. I actually thought it was a 1v1. If it was definitely a 1v1, I'd definitely go for it, but that's a little crazy. 1 to 12. I don't know. Danny, I'm just gonna ask for your words of advice for Maryville. Like, what do they need to do? I guess you said change the pace, but like, I don't know.
They need to, I think after they get the opening kill, because they've shown that they're able to do that. They just need to play. I would say just don't be afraid to take more map control, because right now them playing the sites is just not working for them. Their holes just aren't good enough. As it looks like SJSU is gonna be running through a B main smoke. Fox able to find 2 though, and I'm not sure if they're gonna expect JJS here.
Oh my god. This could be really huge here for Maryville.
Yeah. As
What? He spots it, but the bomb does get planted. Up close and personal. This could be Armand. Can he pull this off? But no, Sodium Squared finds the headshot. Oh, look at this ragdoll. Who died on sight? Who planted? Who is that? Was that C-Dub?
I think it might be C-Dub.
I gotta have a little fun with it. This is a one-sided game so far. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, so I think while True needs to attend to his phone, I'm gonna be taking over as it's 12 to 2 now, as Maryville gonna be having a double op setup here as JJS and Walrus. I'd like to see them maybe go 1 for A, 1 towards B, have the 3 guys middle, and that's exactly what they're gonna be doing here. As they definitely need to fight off this mid control that SJSU is just constantly doing here. As it looks like Toxic gonna be making his way towards the sandbag. Colin gonna be molotoving towards the top hut as maybe a little bit preemptive, but
Alright, I'm good.
Playing towards the quad here as Armand gonna be lurking the door as he has been all half. Ooh, JGS gonna be able to find one with Rio though, and he's actually getting deleted by Cocoa Butter. As now it's a 2v3 situation as Maryville once again on the retake. As Colin, if he's able to find a kill here, this might be able to make the round so much more possible for Maryville. He's actually gonna sneak towards the forklift. And
No!
he's not gonna be able to find either
No! Oh my god. And Jody Waller is stuck in a tight place between smokes and flashbangs. And that's gonna be your first half. 2 to 13 for San Jose State.
It just looks so promising sometimes. Like, and in that case there where the player was forklift, like he just whiffed. All he needs to do is just find 1 kill and just hide, and maybe the round could be completely different.
Honestly, okay, let's be real here, guys. I'm obviously sweating a little bit because, just so you guys know, like, my conference involves these 2 teams. It involves San Jose State, which is the top seed in our conference, and I mean, to be fair, I don't know, like, Jeremy's nuts. He's playing with high ping, but he is just guns out, balls to the wall, trying to get, I guess he's an entry, because he's just running out places and getting kills. And he's fighting these players towards middle, where Maryville couldn't capitalize. And now we're switched to the T side for Maryville, and it's armor across the board.
To be fair though, SGSU, all of their players have been chipping in. Like all of them have been able to get some pretty crucial kills here. But looks like C-Dub is gonna be fighting off a 5-man B take here, as he's gonna be stuck towards default and he has to deal with all these guys here as they need to kill him right away. As they're just not landing their shots. As Cocoa Butter finding one, Colin able to trade as well, and Cocoa Butter left with 1 HP here.
And GJS able to pick up 1 kill. Armand's gonna TK his teammate on purpose, I believe. And for real, followed by Armand. Armand, if he just turns and kills for real, I'd laugh. But not looking too hot as 4 players in post-mine positions and a nice gush and an accidental from Colin onto Armand, and now for real.
He's able to find the first one. He might be able to find a second.
Oh my God.
He gets the second one. He doesn't have a kit though, so he's running really low on time, and he's gonna get taken down by JJS. And it looked like that could have been the start of something, but that's the start that Maryville needs from this out. They're able to convert the pistol. They just need to be able to convert the next 2, and hopefully the gun round, and they could be back in it.
San Jose State. They will have Deagles. Not surprised. And Maryville, what do they decide to do? It's a default situation. They're gonna actually boost the player on red, like that. Puts a stack here towards, oh, GGS, I hope you're ready for this. The Deagle's trying to sing, and they will capitalize and find that kill. Now, it's a free gun. Chody's gonna switch it out.
Yeah, right now, Maryville, it's just kind of weird that the player aiming decided to fight for so long. He didn't even have a teammate close by the box like how most of the other teams usually do. But it looks like the rest of Maryville, it looks like they're just going to be holding, waiting for more pushes here. But it looks like Sodium Squared, he wants to probe a little bit with this MAC-10. He is definitely going to hear that player towards the site now.
Yeah, this is... San Jose is doing this right, though. They have these pairs that are close together.
Yeah, Sodium Squared getting a Molotov off the forklift now. And this looks like it's definitely going to be an A-side attack. And if I were Maryville right now, use your Molotovs, use your smokes, and try to clear out as many things as you can.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Sodium Squared. As this is just looking rough for Maryville here.
The Deagles chime in, and oh no, not like this! This is not how you... Oh my God. I called it. Like, you see the Deagles on San Jose State, you best believe they're gonna force up.
Yeah.
Like, and the potential from these guys, because they have the aim, right? And they're playing it so well too. They're not just running out by themselves, they're running together with these pistols. And it's just unfortunate for Maryville. They don't have, I guess, a buddy system here. They're losing the guns, getting picked off, and when they execute, it's just a poop show towards the site. Oh my God.
Toxic, he has something to say with his Deagles. He's going to take down C-Dub. And the thing is, though, here, Maryville has, like, no nades, so they're pretty much just going to have to completely rely on just getting these picks with their Deagles. But it looks like Sodium Squared is going to make his way towards the B. He's going to be just crouch peeking. He might be able to find Coca Butter here, but Jeremy going to take down JJS. Colin able to find Jeremy. Oh, the Deagles of Maryville just putting in work right now.
Coca Butter getting a little bit paranoid, and he's gonna pay the price, as the AK was put in play here, and the Deagle plays back to back. Right, we saw it from San Jose first. Oh, I love that ragdoll. I'll go back to that ragdoll in a second. Armand,
it's not over yet.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
not.
the HP of these guys. Look at the HP of these guys. Armand, if he is able to just like spit on 2 of these players, then he could have a really good chance of winning this round. Ooh, a Toxic just running straight through the smoke through checker. No fear with that low HP. And honestly, I think SJSU, they're probably just gonna buy Deagles right back on them.
Is this what we come to? No, it looks like San Jose, they're gonna play disciplined.
No way. No way.
No, that's a oh no! Oh God! This is what we've come to, ladies and gentlemen. 3 Deagles bought. It's a scout buy as well for C-Dub. And that nade gonna tickle 4 players and a little bit of team damage as well. A great start here for San Jose State.
And it looks like the rest of Maryville, they're just taking middle control quickly here. And are they going to split towards highway though? It's the question, as it looks like that's what they want to do. But SJSU, they should be reading this as Jeremy and Armand. They've already pushed A main. C-Dub and For Real should have heard a bunch of players up highway, so this could be kind of bad for Maryville here if they're not careful.
But they capitalize with the rifles and find those kills. C-Dub, unable to use his scout in that situation, is going to go down right away. But Kokobara able to find Toxic, and Armand able to find a kill as well.
Armand here, he's just going to the vent. Might be looking for more exit kills here, as I'm pretty sure he wouldn't expect Colin here in the sandbag though. This is a pretty weird spot. And yeah, it looks like Colin's gonna be able to find Armand, as it's all down to Kokobara. He only has a deagle and half armor, as he's just gonna be saving towards heaven. He's gonna carry that deagle into the next round, as you never know, maybe this deagle could be the difference between winning and losing the next round.
Yeah, because they did force up, right? So the my situation is going to be really awkward for SJSU.
If you look at Armand's money right now, he has 51. And please, nobody on SJSU, nobody tell him to buy an all, please. As it looks like he's just going to go for the CZ and the P250, so, you know. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy.
Yeah, and he's being a team player, dropping those pistols. But honestly, they're gonna stack towards the B side. It's still like, I feel like there's like a higher chance for like a team like San Jose State to eco. It's just these guys are on one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you mean if they just played default and just relied on hitting more of their shots as opposed to doing these stacks. But Toxic able to find 2 here, as he might be able to find the third on 2, C-Dub, and he gets it. It's going to be a 3K on the round for him, as the rest of Maryville are just going to be holding.
I guess it's fun to dream, you know? But 5-14, Maryville, they're clawing their way through, trying to climb this hill. And this looks like a pretty clean round now here for Maryville. No one in cheeky spots. Kokobara just, I guess, oh, JJS. And yeah, that's gonna be a hunting party maybe. As I think Kokobara, did he save this last time? I can't remember. I don't believe so.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. As yeah, he's just gonna be carrying this deagle and armor into the next round. As SGSU, they're gonna be on the 2400 bonus, so they're gonna be able to get some M4s, a couple nades. But SGSU, if I were them, I'd try to get aggressive. They're not gonna have that much utility, so taking the aim fights against Maryville, especially after that dominant T side, is definitely the way to go here on this first gun round.
Yep, and oh yeah, this is like technically like the second. Oh no, this is essentially the first. Yeah, wow. Looking at the scoreboard, it's been really weird, as SJSU did force up with weird buys, you know, that scout and deagles. But rifles across the board here for SJSU, opt by JJS. He smoked off.
And yeah, they're gonna aggress A main, exactly like what I said here. As C-Dub's gonna be throwing in that flash, they're gonna take A main control, but nobody from Maryville to actually fight it.
And they do leave Jeremy behind, so this is actually very, very smart. He catches one off guard, that's Visoto squared, follows up, finds a second kill. Like I said, Jeremy, this guy is nuts. He's so consistent. And you did talk about how everyone across the board for SJSU has been chiming in, but I've just been catching Jeremy do all this work. And now, 2 players down for Maryville. Make that, with 1 disadvantage now, as Armand did go down.
Yeah, it looks like with 3 players alive from Maryville, their best bet here is actually just take towards middle, maybe split towards B or A. But they need to take middle before they do anything here. It looks like they're going to be popping themselves in towards A main here, as SGSU, they should be able to be on the rotate, as Jeremy going to be tossing in a flash. The good thing for Maryville here is they actually have a lot of nades, so they have a couple flashes and still a smoke. They're going to Molotov off the fence, so Toxic able to take down Jeremy, and JJS taking down for real. That's a perfect entry into the A site. As C-Dub's going to be trying to make a play here, as, oh no, he's going to get the double.
Oh no, what have you guys done, Maryville? Don't let C-Dub do this to you! Oh my god, he just runs into sight and pulls that off. Stops the bomb plant, wins the round. And now match point has been sealed. San Jose State looked to find their first win of the spring season.
that was just such an unfortunate round. And as I mentioned before, like, you know, in the first half where Maryville, they just set themselves up for these rounds, but they just completely collapsed when it's like in the late round situation. That, again, that's another example. They definitely should have had that kill on C-Dub. And Armand pushing straight through the smoke middle here. He's not going to find anything, but he's just going to fall straight back. As Maryville, they actually have a pretty good buy here still, so all hope is not lost yet.
Oh boy. So far, default's still in play. Lots of time for these guys to work it out. Jeremy does get tagged down, but not really anything substantial. And the stack onto this B side is going to rotate a player out. That's going to be for real to make his way back. And I still can't really pinpoint where this bomb's going to go.
Yeah, it looks like Sodium Square is just going to make some noise at door, maybe draw a couple of CGs towards the A side, and then they're probably going to be a B execute. That's what I feel like this is going to be at this rate. They have a lot of mollies here, so if they can molly off site and smoke CT and take towards B, that might be the play for them here. And it looks like Walrus, he's actually going to be tossing in the Molotovs, but they're actually not in position to actually take the site, so this might be just drawing some utility out of SJSU.
Yeah, Kokobara close and personal. C-Dub anchored onto the site. 30 seconds to go, and Maryville need to make their way through. First kill is going to be C-Dub. Chody Walrus actually finds his teammate, but rotating through, they're all blind and they're stuck underneath, but they actually find C-Dub into this situation. And what on earth? JJS finds that kill, but he gets traded off right away by Armand. A 2v2 situation, but the MP9 not going to happen, but for real, finds them both. And that is how it ends. 16-6. For San Jose State University.
Yeah, that was a very chaotic last round, and I think it honestly came down to that missed CT smoke that they had. If they hit that smoke, they would have not have.
Oh, that was missed. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Tree was wide open. Oh my God. Wow, that's it's unfortunate, I guess.
Yeah, that's one of those smokes that you have to hit if you're gonna do a late round B exec, because especially when it's late round, like the CGs are going to be so tempted to just run straight into the smoke and try to, you know, just try to get you from the side. And because they left that open, you know, that's why that round was so chaotic. And JJS, you know, he did his best though. He got those 2 kills from Tree. I don't even know how. He's like close range against like guys who had like MP9s and stuff like that. But regardless, I felt like that match was actually a little bit closer than it could have been. Like, if Maryville just converted some of their rounds, then, you know, this definitely could have been like a 16-10, 16-11 type score, but
like you said, the one like point that definitely stands out that you said is that Maryville has they have the capabilities to go aggressive and, you know, find those opening picks as a CT, right? But following up, it gets a little awkward. They give up the once they get that pick, they give up the control and go back to that playing the sites, right? And that's where it gets really awkward, because if they trade the control, like I've talked to a few pro players for advice on cash before. I remember in the fall season, and say for example, if the CTs can play aggressive towards B main, gain control of B main, if mid's taken over by the terrorists, right? You know, there's different things you can do. And we definitely saw Maryville pull it off a few times, getting aggressive in A main, etc. But you know, that op towards middle, it was kind of crippling, right? JJS couldn't really make anything happen. They switch it up, they double up, nothing really happens after that. And even just like kind of defending these sites, like you even said it too, like they had pistols at one point and they were just all in the site, right? It's just not working out for them.
Yeah, it's just like, it's not a bad idea necessarily to stack more towards the sites when after getting the opening kill in the 5v4. At the same time, I felt like they were being way too passive. Like, they weren't peeking anything, and it was pretty much to the point where it's like as soon as SJSU made contact, they were set up to get the trades right away, right? Whereas if you can kind of have somebody spot a little bit just to see if they're coming up, then you can kind of prepare more, as opposed to just, you know, we're going to play in the site, and then as soon as they make contact, then, you know, it's like, it's very explosive, you know? It's not like a, you know, you can't prepare for it in the same way.
And it also like changes the pace too, right? It'll probably make San Jose play a little bit slower rather than 5 running everywhere. But yeah, like even after that, Like, did anyone shine on Maryville against San Jose State? Like, do you see anything that really stood out, in your opinion?
Uh, well, the thing is that I felt like JJ actually had a good impact with his op in the early part of the first half, right? But the key thing for him was that he actually needed to move around because he was getting those opening picks at the start at middle, and then as soon as they stopped giving it to him, like he was just nowhere really to be found at that point, right? So I would want to see him actually move towards A side, go towards B side, maybe go for a door pick or something like that. Armand was going door every single round.
Yeah, it's true.
Much, right? So if he just brought his op there one round, then that could have neutralized Armand at door, and he wouldn't be going there all the time unless he used like a flash or something like that. So either way, you know, Sodium Squared and Toxic, they had some good kills, but it just the impact just wasn't quite there. As SJSU, they were just able to capitalize on all the mistakes that Maryville was making.
It was nice to see like the Deagles, the Deagle tug of war.
Yeah.
And it's definitely scary, especially like a map like Cash, very pug heavy. But yeah, we saw what happened today, 16-6, and I believe the match earlier today was 16-7. And but yeah, guys, with that being said, we're gonna close it up as CS:GO will continue back on Monday as Hump Day comes to an end. And let's see here. Let's see if I'm missing anything on this game. Like I kind of expected Maryville to. I don't know. I think they could have had more impact, like you said. I feel like not all the players are playing at the level that they want to be. You know what I mean? Because like San Jose State, it's like these guys running around, aiming everywhere and killing everything. It's just kind of awkward.
Yeah. Well, the real question is for you, since your team's actually in this group.
Yeah.
How do you interpret these results?
So.
Like, how do you feel about Maryville and how do you feel about SJSU now?
I think the Maryville that played against San Jose State wasn't the one that we played, but then again, we made like very silly mistakes against the Maryville. Like the first 3 rounds at 3 team kills, just so you guys know. The demo's available out there. We lost the knife, went T side in the first 3 rounds. We actually lost. We suffered 3 team kills. But yeah, regardless though, it came down to a lot of decisive plays and a lot of in-game leading, which led to a lot of clutches. I had a player, we had an eco, and I had a player get a 3K with a P250. So this is like stuff like that, right? But looking at San Jose State, that's still, God, I don't even want to look at them when we play Mirage. It's gonna be a tough hill, especially with the aim potential against us. But we'll see how it plays out. Guys, we're gonna wrap this up. If you like what you saw today, hit that follow button and also hit us up on our personal Twitters or at C Star League or at Collegiate CS:GO. It was definitely interesting matchups that we saw today, and of course, with the victors, we are gonna wrap this up. And guys, hit that follow button on our Twitch. Twitch is the utmost greatest streaming platform, which created us today, and it's been around for so many years, since Justin Live TV. And yeah, guys, so hit that follow button, support our Twitch, and our broadcast will begin back on Monday for CS:GO. I'll show you guys the schedule. Guys, CSL's growing, 900 campuses with our esports titles, and I believe maybe we'll have some more new titles coming up. Who knows? Collegiate esports is just growing at a phenomenal rate, and why not be a part of the utmost greatest league in collegiate esports? So with that being said, guys, we're gonna close it off, and we'll see you next week.